Hello friends, welcome to TMXing Adventures. It's Lisa here, and this week we are doing a series on all the bits and pieces that are amazing with the TM6 that actually come if you're buying a TM6 at the moment. So yesterday on YouTube, for those of you who check out the YouTube channel, you saw I did a video on having two bowls and why we are obsessed with having two bowls with our Thermomix, and how so many of you actually have two Thermomixes and three bowls or four bowls. Some of you kind enough to share with me that you had that as well. So check that out, it's on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about the blade cover peeler. So at the moment, if you're buying a TM6, it's an amazing time to do so. There is a whole lot of bells and whistles in with it because we're on the end of the model. The era is coming to, and the TM6 era is coming to an end. So you're getting a second bowl, you're getting a blade cover peeler, you're getting the cutter, you can't see it, it's hiding up the back there. You're getting a spiralizer, you're getting a glide board, which is under mine here, and you're getting, depending on what offer you take up, you may get a Cookidoo subscription, 12 months additional as well, but it just depends on whether you're trading in or whether you're buying the TM6 out. But yeah, exciting times to be getting Thermomixes in benches in homes. So blade cover peeler, amazing tool. Now I most often use this for peeling potatoes, and you've seen me do this, but I thought I've done that. Let's do something different. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how we use this to do poached eggs. So put in the chat if you're watching on, do say hi. Tell me, have you done poached eggs in your Thermomix? Were they a success? Because previously I know some people have challenges with this, but I'm going to show you this in action. Before we get started on that though, you'll notice you can kind of see that I've got two thermies here. I've got this one here, which will actually be our poached eggs one. And I've got this one here, which is for, we're going to caramelize some onions to go with the poached eggs for lunch. So one of the features, if you are thinking about trading up a TM31 or a TM5, one of the things I love about the TM6 is high heat. Now on the TM7, it's going to be open access to it. You can actually use it unguided. On a did I say TM6? I mean TM7. On a TM6, you're somewhat restricted. You can hack it, but you're somewhat restricted to guided recipes. This is one of my favorites. We're going to get started on that, and then we're going to come over here and get the poached eggs happening. So this is for lunch, obviously. Have you made the caramelized onions? They're amazing. I will talk to those of you with other models today about how you would do this. It's not going to be exactly the same. It just can't, because yours doesn't have the capacity to go this hot. So your onions, and I'll find an old photo I've got. I did it side by side at a cooking class once, and I was blown away. I did not personally realize until I literally saw it at the cooking class what cooked off onions in a TM5 looks like, and which would be the same as a 31. You've got the same base, as opposed to the TM6 cooked off onions. Like I thought, it can't be that different until you see them in a bowl side by side and you're like, oh my goodness. So completely different. So 20 grams of oil, 400 to 500 grams of onions cut into quarters. So you just wedge them. So I cut them all into 6. I've got 477, that's what it came to. On with the lid and off with the measuring cup, and in with this accessory called a splash guard. Interestingly, doesn't come with a TM7 because you don't need it. You can literally cook lid off, which is super cool. So 20 minutes, maximum temperature, and that's why I thought we'd start this now. I don't think we'll be here for 20 minutes because you guys will get bored. I'll come back on YouTube and show you guys the end of this 20 minutes. So those of you who do watch on Facebook, remember at night time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, these go up on YouTube so that you can see the end of them. So you can just fast forward through to where you left off and pick up there, okay? And I do appreciate your support over there, because if you didn't know, YouTube actually, for the views that I get over there, YouTube pays. So that's really nice that I'm actually getting something for doing these, because I do them every day. YouTube does not pay. Not YouTube. Oh, having a day of confusion. Facebook does not pay. YouTube does pay. Okay, so if you watch it and if you click on ads, you even get a little more pay. So thank you to those of you who take that time to jump over there at night time, watch the videos while you iron or whatever you're doing else in your house. I know, life, right? So that's going to sizzle away and do its thing. High heat cooking, if you've never heard about it before, and I'm sure you have, it stops, it sizzles, and you can hear it sizzling away. You may not be able to hear it, the microphone may not pick it up. But right now it sounds like oil in a fry pan sizzling. and it's not moving, which is different to our TM6. Our TM5. I'm having the confusion of the brain today. Too many coffees. We've never seen, like the TM5 and TM31 always moved. TM6, it stops, and we see it on sugar stages, we see it on high heat, we see it on fermenting, sometimes on slow cook, depending on the recipe. By the way, slow cook uses the blade cover peeler as well. So let's do this blade cover peeler thing. Now I have shortchanged this recipe a little bit. I've actually boiled my jug because I wanted to be able to get straight onto it with you guys. So into the Thermomix bowl, you've got your blade cover peeler, and it's so simple. It literally sits down over the top. That's it. It's not hard. And as I said, I mostly use it for potatoes, but today we're doing something different. So straight to start cooking, and it says line a plate with a paper towel, crack 2 eggs into bowls. I'll do that in a minute. There's plenty of time. It even has a little video. By the way, videos. Have you seen on Cookidoo some recipes, the main recipe picture actually has 4 dots across the bottom, or 3 dots, and you can swipe sideways. It shows you a different view of that dish, and then if you go again, it shows you a video. Now, not all of them have it. Those that they're updating for the TM7 definitely do, so they actually have videos. If you look at the Fruity Dream, which is now a black dish with a beautiful pink ice cream in it, you can actually go and see the videos at the end of it. So that's exciting to see those things come to life, and it just gives you more confidence and inspiration with your Thermomix. So we got a video here. All right, some water. As I said, I boiled the jug beforehand to try and speed up this process. I don't think my jug is big enough. I feel like my jug is a litre, so I am going to need to, probably should have pre-boiled it before I got online with some, oh well, I can't have put more water in because I can't put my fingers in there, can I? What we'll do, we will just put the 1700 in. Oh my goodness, these onions smell unbelievable. My goodness. Alrighty. Now the reason we leave a little bit at the top, and you can do this in a TM5 or a TM31. TM31 does not fit the blade cover. You must use your simmering basket. I do find in your simmering basket you lose a bit more of your egg. It kind of goes through the basket before it congeals. But when you've got a TM5, the blade cover peeler will fit. But consider trading in your TM5 and getting a TM6, okay? I don't know how to encourage you further. It's the time. Hello, Pamela. Lovely to see you on. We're poaching eggs and we're caramelizing onions today. Vinegar. Now, vinegar is hugely important. It's what helps that egg congeal together. If you don't have the vinegar, it will not solidify. And be generous, okay? I promise your eggs will not taste like vinegar. Okay, next we need to put the lid on with the simmering basket. We're going to get this water really hot. Now, they only do 2 eggs in this recipe. I do 6, and it works. So the recipe says in the tips you can do 4. I successfully do 6. What you do need to do, and I'm going to just watch my little 60 degrees here, and I'm going to watch it get up to 100 and we'll stop it. So it's not going to take 15 minutes, or I hope it doesn't. Got some little bowls. I said earlier, crack your eggs into bowls, and that is important because if you crack it out of the shell actually holds the egg. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but when you do that egg separation with the white and the yolk, it kind of sticks to the shell, and it does that because that's how the shell works. We don't want that when we drop a poached egg in. If you drop a poached egg in like that, it'll just become a long stringy nothingness. Okay, you don't want that. So I'm just cracking into 2 bowls here. That's already up to 70, which is nice. I don't have more than 2 bowls available at the moment. We've had a busy morning already. The Thermomixes have been going already. I've had cooking. I did the low carb on the go breakfast drink for the kids. That's on Cookidoo. That one, I can't think of what it's actually called. It's out of the low carb cookbook, but I feel like it's called On the Go or something. So I did that for the kids this morning. We've done our usual little zucchini and sweet potato fritters we do with brekkie. We make them every second day and make a batch that goes for 2 days. We've had, a busy morning with the Thermomixes already. And the amazing thing is most of you guys do as well. I did an online demo yesterday for a customer who had 2 friends to her house to cook. And she was sharing with them the fact that she uses her Thermomix, she's only got 1 Thermomix, but she uses that at least twice every day. So, you know, that's the thing. When you've got a Thermomix, there's so many things you don't need anymore. We barely use our stove. Our stove has a big chopping board sitting over the top of it because it's rare that we actually use our stove these days. 75 degrees, we're on our way up. Just bear with me for a moment while we wait for this to go up. It's actually now getting really close to our TM7 arrival, which I'm super excited about. So on Friday, I head out to Ipswich. The leaders and I are learning ourselves on the Friday how to use the TM7, and I've got to say I've got a little bit of a head start because I've got to go to Perth with the recipe development team, so I'm a little spoiled. But we're learning how to do new menus on it, how to train our consultants on it, any new kind of features that it has and how to utilize those and share those effectively. And then on Saturday, the consultants will come through and get trained and take home their TM7. And then on Sunday, I'll make it back home. So I've actually got some videos going up for you Friday, Saturday, Sunday that I recorded over this weekend just gone. And I can't wait for you to see them on, and I'm not going to spoil what they're about. So this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is actually all about the amazing things that are coming with the TM6 as we see out the end of this era. And people have said to me, is it going to get any better? You know, are we going to get a discount? This is as good as it's going to get, okay? What more can you want? And you're paying, if you've got a TM31 or a TM5, you're actually paying the price I paid for a TM31 11 years ago. That just blows my mind. And that price you're paying comes with all these additional amazing things that you're seeing in action. So can't complain, hey, it's just amazing. And there's zip money. So if you are like, oh my gosh, I wish it was a month's time because I'll get my tax return, or 2 months' time, do something like your zip money that just buys you time, and then you can pay it all out in July. It's done and dusted then, and you can just close your zip money account. There's no early exit fees, so they're actually really easy to deal with. You've got a little app that you then choose how frequently the money comes out, how much you want to pay. So if it's something where you're like, oh my gosh, I'd love to, but now's not right the time, consider something like Zip. Go investigate it, ask me questions about it. I know little bits about it, but customers love it because you've got that flexibility to pay it out early without penalisation. They don't go, oh, you've not paid 15 months, we'll charge you for 15 months. No, once it's done, it's done. Hello, Kelly, lovely to see you on. We're just waiting for the water to get up to temperature. I boiled the jug, but it wasn't big enough to fill the whole thing. So we're just nearly there, 15 degrees left to go. It will not take 10 minutes to get up 15 degrees. We have 1.7 litres of water in there. And we have caramelized onions in here using high heat function on the TM6, which is super cool. So can't wait next week. 2 Thermomixes will actually be TM6, TM7. Oh my gosh, how cool will that be? Oh my gosh, and I can't wait to play with the cameras and work out. I suspect my one in the front here, because the screen is a lower profile on the TM7, I suspect I'll have another cabinet one, which will clear up my bench. It'll mean I'll be able to show you more about what I'm actually doing at the bench. Sometimes you don't get to see me chopping and stuff, so so many things. Can't wait. So nearly there, guys. 85 degrees. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat, by the way. And while you're here and you're waiting with me, think about as well, who needs to know about the amazing offer that's ending on the TM6? Who has an old Kenwood, a Breville, a Mixmaster, those sorts of things that actually you can trade in at the moment and get a discount off a Thermomix? Even just $100 discount for trading in a stick blender. Like, it's phenomenal, the fact that you can do that at the moment. And get a TM6, not a TM7, okay, TM6. The TM7, we won't see a trade in a TM7 for years, if it's anything like our other years, because there's no point. It's a brand new product. It's gonna, it's amazing as it is. So there'll be, I don't think we'll see that for quite some time, but never say never in Thermomix world, right? I'm really excited about the updates we see through the TM7. Like, if I think back to the TM6 when it first arrived, it is a different machine now. The capabilities are different now to what it was back then. And that's what we're going to see with the TM7 as well. Those capabilities will continue to get updated through the software updates, and bring it on. I'm excited. All right, 95 degrees, 5 degrees to go. So eggs, now my eggs are room temperature. That's just purely the way they are. Okay, I'm going to crack the others as we go. Now, something super cool that's come to the mix shop, which I probably should have shared by now, is this awesome little spoon. New to the mix shop, designed for scooping things out. So whether that's spaghetti or pasta, but it's got some cool little latches on it, which is awesome. It actually sits across the bowl to drain. So totally love that. So that little notch means it doesn't fall. And yeah, you can sit it across, drain it out. We'll test it out in a second because we're just about there. Just going to grab my paper towels down. And I hope you had a lovely weekend. My boys and husband have been out the front. They have been doing garden edging to finalise kind of the front of our house. We've had a garden, but it's grass, and so it's been growing in all these years. And so they've actually been out there and putting down road base and cracker dust and garden edging, big brick things to complete that. But it's been a bit of a challenge because we've had so much rain, not rain, but showery for the last 3 weeks. Feels like eternity. That the ground is quite soft, so it all looks very sodgy out there. So I have to hose my deck off tomorrow because it's just so damp. I would actually love, this is actually when I make poached eggs for the kids, a little tip, and I can't use it now because I'm using it for the caramelized onion, but I usually use the splash guard. So instead of putting it on a plate, I put it on the splash guard with this on it, but obviously that's in use today, so that's not going to be very handy. I might grab a Vorwerk lid. So that'll be my little plate today. If you need to keep these warm, they keep warm in a fridge, not in a fridge. Too many coffees, Lisa, too much caffeine. They keep warm in an oven. You want to put them about 65 degrees, 70 degrees, depending on your oven, and you'll find you can keep these warm until you want them as well. So that's really handy. This is boiling. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is. I'm actually going to stop it. It's 98, but it's rapidly boiling. I can hear that happening. So let's just, I'm not going to take that off. It'll probably splatter at me. Okay, let's go back to my recipe. It's going to take 20 seconds for the arms to release because it's so hot. Can't wait for the TM7. I can't go ahead yet. Come on. I can see that it's rapidly boiling. I wonder if I can get you guys up here and quickly show you. Ah, yeah, sorry. Tried. Okay, next. So you can see it's in there. It's got little bubbles. Add at a time the reserves eggs, one at a time. Did it say with or without the lid? Well, that picture's without the lid. I normally drop it through the lid, but I'm going to do it through here today like this. So I'm going to actually gently, oh, I wish I could show you better. I'm just going to have to do it. I'm gently placing it into the water. The less movement they get, the more they hold their form. I am going to, though, oh, I don't know what to do. Usually I don't do it like this. Usually I'm going to put it while I get the next ones going. I actually usually do it while it's moving. So this is what I would normally do. But the picture didn't say that. So, oh, I know why. They've updated it. Because on a TM7, when you do this on a TM7, you'll have the lid off completely. That's what's happening here. Okay, that's 4 in. So I would normally, in the past, and we are seeing some of this now where these recipes are updating. This is how I would usually do it. That step just threw me then. And this is 6 eggs in, okay? I would normally have a little helper here, somebody to actually be cracking them as I kind of do it between the 2 bowls, but not today. They're waiting on lunch. This smells so good. Now I'm going to show you in 2 minutes time. I'm just going to get a washer for the bench, but I want to show you what this looks like. So 2 minutes to go. I don't find I need to extend the time because I've been relatively fast enough with those. I don't find it needs extra time on it. That smells so good. Oh my goodness. All right. Nearly done. I might even stop this early to show you the final product of this because they're going to be done about the same time. Well, a couple minutes after. Just cut it short. So, that's ready to go. Let's move this back a little bit. And then we're simply going to, now I wouldn't do more than 6. I know I'm doing 6, but 6 kind of is your max, I reckon. And can I reckon I can. Carefully move this across, just lifting, not dragging, because I just want you guys to see the top, because you couldn't see it before. 1 minute to go. You can just see that in the background. Oh, don't topple. There we go. How cool is this? Perfect poached eggs, even pushing the max in the machine where it's doing 6 at a go. But yeah, so my tip, if you're doing TM5, TM6, put the lid back on, put the step on, and then start putting the eggs in while it's moving in there, rather than when it's just boiling, okay? As I said, TM7, we'll be doing this with the lid off. It'll be moving around with the lid off, and so it'll be easy to drop it in, but we need that movement. Hello, Gail, lovely to see you on. Just making caramelized onion and finishing poached eggs, 20 seconds to go. So I'm going to show you these poached eggs. Something to be mindful of with with 6 eggs in is that sometimes the whites get tangled within each other because there's 6 of them in there, but they untangle relatively easily. There has been the odd occasion when I lose one completely and I end up with just a yolk. Generally, that's because we're using home eggs and they're different, like they're all different quality types. Okay, let's have a look what we got. I'm hoping those ones that stuck to the bottom came off. Let's have a look. Oh no, I cracked one as I lifted it. That's sad. That's all right. And there's one more. One more. There it is. So what I want to do, I just want to show you this little, I might put that over there. How annoying, I cracked that. That was not the Thermomix. So that's that little bit there holding. So this bit has that and it hooks under there and it can sit on there like that. How cool is that? So you can drain it there. But that's it. That's poached eggs. Easy peasy. If you want to keep doing more, say you want to do 12. Say you got all these people and you want to do another batch. Easy, you can do that, yeah? And I'll see if I can, without breaking it too much, I'll wait till it cools a little bit. But, no, I didn't wait. Perfect poached egg, people. It's hot. All right, I'm going to stop this early. This one up the back here. This is our caramelized onion. And I know, it's 2 minutes short. That's okay. All right, have a look at that. It smells amazing. Smells so good. Okay, 20 grams, and you can see it. No, you can't see it because I haven't got the camera in the right place. You can kind of see. I'm just pushing the glide board, guys. It's on the glide board because I know some of you are going to go, Lisa, don't drag your Thermomix. It's on the glide board. It's okay. Pushing the glide board. 20 grams of balsamic. This one has no sugar, which is also why I picked it, just in case you're wondering. There are some with sugars in it. I decided I didn't want to put the sugar in it today. 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, so a little sprinkle of salt, and stir to combine with the spatula. Now I like with this one, hang on, where's my spatula? You need to get, I like using my old spatula because you need to get the caramelization off the base because you want that on your food. Okay, we're deglazing it with the vinegar a little bit, but we don't want that on the bottom, we want that on your food. So I'm just giving it a little rubbed around, and this is, because it's a bit rigid, the TM31 and TM5 spatulas, it kind of does a good job. Remember though, if your bottom of your bowl gets burned, don't worry about it. Citric acid is your best friend. Okay, it will get that off without elbow grease in no time. If you need to know that tip on how to clean your bowl with citric acid, let me know. I'll send it to you. It's so simple, and it's just, it means there's no additional cleaning. Like you don't then have to go, you don't do a vinegar wash and then have to try and scrub it further, or eggshell and scrub it further. It's just done first go. So this is cooking off and reducing then that beautiful balsamic vinegar, and then we're done. I do like to give this a chop. So if you want to chop it when you're done, speed 5 for 2 seconds so that you don't end up with your big, well, you might enjoy it. Okay, they're big chunks of onion, and I might enjoy it, but my kids don't like it. So it depends how you like that onion as to how fine you chop it and how long that chop is. But otherwise, there you go. Poached eggs, really simple and easy. You can see how beautifully they turn out. Excuse the one that I squished. That was a me getting it out squish. That was not a Thermomix squish. And you can tell because it's actually fresh, not because it's solidified in the bowl, but poached eggs, easy, amazing in your Thermomix. Give them a go. Hey, use that blade cover peeler. And remember, if you want to get your hands on a TM6 before they're done, reach out. I'd love to send you the link to do so. Okay, go to my website, find my details, and just reach out. I'd love to help you. But otherwise, have a lovely day. Take care in all you do. I will be here tomorrow. I think we're doing the cutter tomorrow. This week is all about these amazing things that your TM6 can do with these accessories. So if you've got questions, do reach out, but otherwise take care, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye for now.